Hi everyone, so back again with an awesome video. I think this is gonna be one of my very awesome videos. I mean, when I look back, I actually did some research on this one, did like a little bit of a background research. So I'll just jump into it. So what's the best way to launch like a product? Do you wanna be launching like one product at a time, or do you wanna launch many products at once, So the reason for this particular video is just yesterday, which was a Tuesday. Today is actually a Wednesday and it's a public holiday, so I'm at home. And I had a conversation with one of my colleagues, and we're discussing because we are in the retail industry. So we're discussing, we had a launch recently. Well, not so recent. I'd say about like 4 or 5 months ago. And we released we launched a new product. So we were busy discussing like, did we go about it the right way? We only launched like one product specifically, like all the attention was on one particular product, and we were hyping up that one particular product. And so basically we're just launching one new product. So he was saying, he was on the side that, hey, we should have actually launched more products, like the bigger companies, your iPhone and all that. And he spoke about the Apple Watch. I didn't check on that part, but yeah, basically he was on the side that no, we should be launching like just a couple of different products at once, and then cater for everyone in that case. So I've gone and done some research to find like what's the best way. How many products do you want to be launching, at a time? Do you want to launch one, or do you want to launch like just a couple of them at the same time? So let's go. So just a couple of examples. There are some companies that are just dealing with one particular kind of product, and they don't have much variety. And that example for that, it's Crocs. Your Crocs are Crocs, it's shoes. And although I've seen when I was at the mall that they've got like these different designs and all, but all in all, it's still just it's Crocs, as opposed to companies like Johnson and Johnson, who've got like a variety of different products that do different things. So yeah, I'm gonna just jump in. So I'm gonna talk about some of the pros for launching many products at once, and yeah, more brand awareness. So if you've got like more products that you are launching at once, let's say it's like 10 products, and they're not so related, like they're not closely related products, they all fulfill like a different purpose in day-to-day life, then obviously they're going to be in different shelves, let's say at the store. They're going to be in different kinds of ads. So when they pop up, they're gonna be in different places for different people overall. Because I mean, there might be people who are interested in cell phones, and also people who aren't so interested in capabilities of a cell phone, but would rather much have like a laptop. So it would be best to launch a cell phone, a laptop, and a tablet, so you can cater for the person who just wants a tablet, let's say, and then they've got something for them, but they don't really even know what's going on in like the phone market. So that's the kind of example. So you get more brand awareness, because at the end of the day, if it's Apple, then there's a person who just has the cell phone, a person who just has the tablet, and the person who just the MacBook. So they're saying that, hey, so the brand awareness becomes more, because now here are these three people who aren't into one particular product, but they're all using the same brand. So that increases brand awareness. That's one of the pros for launching many products at once. Higher sales and revenue. So I mean, assuming the products do well, then you can definitely expect higher sales and revenue. So that's self-explanatory. Then you satisfy more customers. Yeah, I mean, on the side of solving problems, or catering to like a problem, solving problems in society, or in the market, then definitely you are satisfying more customers, because you are giving value to different kinds of people with the different products that you've put out. And then here are some of the costs for many products. It costs more money, it's gonna cost more money launching more products at once, definitely. I mean, you're spending more on different advertising tools to get them out there, and just more time and money again to get the kind of research or the kind of information you want back, like feedback, to see what you can do to actually improve on them. And then it may not yield much results. So you might, if they suck, then, and they all suck, and then that's going to be very bad, you know, because now you're just going to take a bigger knock, and you could actually, you know, if you are not much of a bigger company and you're still like a small company, that could actually just, you know, already you're going to be deterring some new customers who might have wanted to try something of yours. And imagine if somebody, like, you've got like a really great product A, and then they jump in on, like, when you're releasing product C, D, and E, and then they happen to find C, D, and E all at once, or they buy the last three that were just launched, and all of them suck. So the A that was actually amazing, they will never even get to try, because now they're just like, this company, this brand sucks, I'm not trying any of their stuff again. And then, yeah, what else? So yeah, there's a website called, what did I write it, buffalomarket.com. They actually say that millennials like to buy from smaller companies instead of big companies. In fact, they said, I think, on the one research, they said that 1 out of 3 US citizens are saying they are actively looking for new products to try. And then also on a different statistic, or it wasn't even, I think, yeah, it was a statistic, I just forgot from where they pulled it. They're saying that millennials actually prefer to buy from smaller companies instead of the bigger companies. And I started thinking a lot about, because I've been doing a lot of research about like these small companies and these new business ideas. Because like I said, if you watch my previous videos, I'm looking to get into, like, you know, caps and just branded caps and selling those out. You know, I'm hoping to take over like sports. You know, I want everybody who's on like a tennis court or whatever. I don't even know at which part they do they run around on a tennis court with caps on. Yeah, but if they do, yeah, I want them to have my caps on instead of, you know, like your Nike cap. But yeah, that's just something else. So I started thinking about this one video I watched with this guy who launched this coffee company, and basically what he was saying is that, you know, first of all, they package. So he's saying, okay, here's the first thing: his coffee is really fresh. So it's the coffee beans are prepared upon order. So like if you order today, like the turnaround time is like 7 days, so you get your delivery. They're gonna start making the beans, preparing the beans and all that, you know. And you mentioned the type of bean that it is that can actually, like, that is gonna be fresher because of its processing for the coffee. I can't remember the actual terms, you know, or the jargon for that industry. But then basically you go on the site, you buy his coffee, they make your coffee upon that, like they make it then, and then they ship it out in 5 days, and you're gonna get like the freshest coffee, you know, that as opposed to like his competitors. And that's like his selling point. And then on top of that, he's gonna be using these paper bags, which I guess it's not gonna be too bad, because preserving like a coffee that was made 3 days ago, it's not a big issue. So already, compared to the bigger companies that are manufacturing in bulk, who have to put their coffee into like these airtight sealed containers, you can already see that, you know, someone might prefer his coffee for sure. But then he can't scale much, because now he might only be limited to maybe, let's say, 5,000 customers, because he has to make coffee each time he gets. So if he has to cater for more customers, he's gonna eventually have to start keeping inventory, and he won't be able to keep sending out the freshest coffee ever. So those are some of the obstacles. So in that case, I can understand why millennials prefer the smaller companies, because they can still like hold some of these dreams that we all want as entrepreneurs, like the ones that like you know, like giving people like proper stuff, you know. So obviously, as you grow bigger and you've got 1,000 employees, you start to think about the money more, because, you know, these are people's lives that are on the line. But then when you're still small, you can still dream, you can still want to give the best, you know. So it gets more difficult as the company grows. And yeah, I hope I touched on everything. So that's yeah, and that's why I'm also thinking of making a video of, you know, why some It's like some companies should never scale, but that's going to be a different video. So yeah, the cons of the many releasing many products at once again is losing your brand identity. If you obviously they can't be just too related, so if you've got different kinds of products, many products at once, you might lose your brand identity. Maybe you guys, like I said, you were originally known for making like the safest hand lotion, and now you're making like a cloth wash. It's like, you might lose your brand identity if you're releasing too many unrelated products. So then yeah, and then just the how much you can actually make, like in terms of you don't want biting off more than you can chew. So that's also another issue that comes with releasing many of them at the same time. So here's some of the pros for releasing one product at a time. You can focus like people's attention. These are my points. I couldn't find many points out there, so this is just what I had in mind, and which is fine, because like I said in the beginning of the video, I was on the side of releasing one product at a time. So you can focus people's attention like on that one particular product. You can actually, like, obviously when you make products, you should have a target market in mind. So yeah, you're gonna be able to focus on those people, tell them what they want to hear, as opposed to just trying to satisfy like a broad audience. You can focus in on the 10 people who are interested in what you have to say and sell them, and then obviously you can get back like information from them, like feedback. You can have conversations with them. You have the time and the money now, because it will cost less to launch one product instead of 50. And then what else? It will help you know who are the people who actually want some of the things the one thing that you are sending out, or launching. So yeah, so there I was actually trying to say that, like, you might have the target market that you had in mind.